This is it, the final 9 of the 47th Annual New Zealand National Championships, brought to you guys by RPM Discs. Only 9 holes left to crown the 47th Annual New Zealand National Champion, who will be the first person qualified for the 2026 Champions Cup. Indeed, I am Luke Humphries, joined in the booth by Mr. Tall Paul Oman. We're headed into only the second hole on the course that plays under par. This place was brutal today, Paul.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought up that this here national title gets you into the Champions Cup. Come on down, start your season, get you a chance to be eligible to play in the Champions Cup without having to register with all those folks.
That's right. The winner of the FPO and MPO automatically qualified 2026 Champions Cup. Looking at the leaderboard, 12 strokes separate our leader, Aaron Gossage, aka The Clinic, from New Zealand's own and the glory of Mr. Levi Stout.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle for a lot of folks here.
It is. Goose needs to miss a bunch of putts, have a bunch of errant throws, and I just don't see it happening. But it starts off with one of the easier holes, which it's funny. I say they play under par, 0.02 under par.
Yeah, this tee shot was playing super tricky today.
Yep.
The tee pad's angled at a tricky angle that really points you right directly out of bounds.
Yeah.
And the wind was not helping at all.
Yeah, you see Robert jump onto the pad late, use that top left corner.
And still stymied on that left side because that disc is not able to come back to the right in this wind.
Crazy. Discs are only going about 250 with how much spike we're using in this right to left. They're just getting killed. I mean, honestly, that one probably didn't go 250. I think that was like a 230 shot, but it's a 450 hole. So
That's position A today.
Yeah.
Right there.
it's the basket right by the corner of the street that's really making it tricky.
Yeah, not only is this tee shot super tricky today, the basket is tucked here in this little corner, right by the OB,
Close to some sidewalk.
bushes on either side. Goose kind of laughing it off.
Yeah.
Funky the shot.
Yeah.
You have to throw. Nobody opting for the backhand.
Nope. The better putter throwers I'm aware of, Levi with the Takapulu.
Yeah.
Match made in heaven.
Good start to the back nine here.
I'm going A3, trying to hold it up against that right to left wind.
Well done.
Not bad. Goose kind of doing the same, chooses the less stable in his hands. That's just a regular zone. Other one was on OS. That was the right play there.
Yeah, good speed control.
And just a little harp from Robert, counter skipping and sliding.
Okay, and we're seeing why this played as one of the easier holes. Okay.
Yep. Got like a little tailwinder. I just missed it.
He isn't going to miss it.
No, this is a short putt.
Go time.
These guys just tapping in. Easy birds right here. And one more time, just mentioning to you guys, we are doing a raffle for anybody that has participated in donating to the Cancer Playbook during our tour down under. Could have been $1, $100, doesn't matter what it is. You are automatically qualified to win a sweatshirt, t-shirt, disc, stickers. So we appreciate everybody's support, and we appreciate the Cancer Playbook for what they're doing for cancer and what they're doing for the tour down under. Headed into a par 5.
A very tricky par 5 here. Trees just sporadically placed here down this fairway. OB lining both sides, and then you got this little hazard key hole entry to the green.
Yep. Yeah. Keyhole is perfect.
And this hole was playing tricky today.
Yeah. You can almost imagine the neighborhood when you play this hole, the 3 or 4 lots that you're playing over. That drone was perfect to kind of imagine what was here prior to 2011 in that earthquake.
Yeah. Great bit of distance covered there by Robert, just getting in front of those last trees to give him a nice look for a second.
Yeah, beautiful shot there from Levi. Nice and high. Angle was good. Never really got to flat, well over that bush. This one playing is the second hardest hole on the day, 3/4 of a stroke over par. I really just attribute that to the length and the tightness of the green.
Yeah, the tightness of the green for sure, but it's also really hard to pick your spot, like where you want to land this thing, how far you can go. If you go too far, it might get you in a tree or something. These guys are just carrying all the distance.
Yeah, that was 500 into a headwind. Going reblend D2, and that's got to be the softest shot I've thrown at New Zealand. It just came out Charmin Ultra Soft. I don't know what was wrong with that one, but
And landing in this bush.
yeah, I kind of, if I don't get like 300, I can't go with the green, and if I get less, then it's like I'm playing for par. So I kind of went
for par.
aggressive. Yeah, now I'm playing for par. Exactly. Levi just picking up the same disc he threw off the tee, stable destroyer, throwing it straight into a tree, and then getting 360 feet of flight. It's primo.
Yeah, that'll do.
A better stroke there. Nice and wide over the road. And yeah, 250 in.
Good position to attack the green.
Yeah, this is the one that you really didn't see people getting eagle looks at. Even with really big shots off the tee like you saw from these two guys, it just really wasn't worth it. Solid though. That's probably 220 into the green.
Yeah, I think this one here is just so tricky to chase the eagle. Play some golf and get the birdie for,
Needs to get down.
or just play some golf and try and keep it in bounds and get a par.
Yeah, just a slight too much bit of hyzer on it, really, you know. Caught the wind, turned it into a kite. Exposing any flight plate today meant that you're just at the will of the wind.
Look at this breakdown of the hole from Levi.
Putter clinic. The A3, trying to put a lot of hyzer and height on it. Don't do either of those. That's my par putt now, Sucks Edge. It's just an easy up and down. Goose now. Up and down saves his par from that OB spot, and it looks like he will indeed do that. He has this is a soft justice here. He's got it dialed.
Yeah,
Attaches to the ground when it lands, doesn't move much.
I mean, even with Goose going out of bounds, him able to card the par, it's just not enough time in this tournament, in this course, to really get anybody back into it. But you got to keep trying.
Have to.
Levi hasn't given up. Starting to play some clean golf here. Robert with a good birdie.
Yeah, we got a great crowd out here today, so still trying to put on a show. Levi,
Almost looks like he has a mohawk.
the local. Yeah, never wearing a hat. I don't know that I would either if I had his hairline. All these guys kind of stabilizing, though, starting to get their birdies. Robert's now 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Levi's got a couple. They're getting that momentum going. Perfect time to have a short par 3.
How'd this one play?
Hit windy, bud.
Super windy. Fat bit of green behind the basket, but such a touchy shot today.
Yeah. It's easy to go past the basket, too. End up with a 40-footer right back at the OB.
This was full on headwind today.
Big time. He's just kind of sauce it up with another Takapoo.
Go out and throw your putters into headwind, folks.
See it spinning on the ground like that? Wow. Beautiful shot.
Don't be afraid to toss your putter into a headwind. skill you must possess.
It's only 213. He's jamming this Zone OS into the headwind. Took it off the basket round 1.
Yeah.
Right behind it round 2. That's primo.
Yeah, all he has to do is get that inbounds. Doesn't have to birdie.
I go MX1.
Crowd looking for
Yeah.
a little magic.
It looked closer.
Tough putt to run at. Got the tailwind working on his side here. Oh,
A good sit.
good thing Simon decided to put nubs on the helix.
100. $100. A couple sentences to himself. That was another tailwinder.
Yeah.
He gave it the height that time, just didn't commit to the line per that conversation that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Front nine.
I mean, those are the putts you don't want to think about too much.
Yeah.
You want to just run your routine, and he's working on a fresh putt, so.
Yep. It'll take some time to get the feel dialed for those downwinders.
Yeah.
How high to throw it, what pace to add to it.
3 in a row for Levi.
Yep.
To start the back nine. Getting things going.
Yeah. He's surpassed Burridge at this point. So that's kind of the second place battle that is probably more pertinent, more relevant now that Aaron is really showing us that he's outclassed us this week.
The Kiwis are loving the show that Levi's putting on, though.
Yeah.
Tricky. Short par 4 here.
Yeah.
A lot of crosswind, head crosswind, right to left, and these landing zones seem so much smaller today.
Yeah, pretty small. And worth noting, we sat on this tee box for 30 minutes before we threw these shots. The day almost completely changed. It was kind of sunny prior to us getting to this hole.
Yeah.
There's no more sun. Really cloudy, windy, kind of almost cold.
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely cold.
Yeah.
We haven't thrown.
Beginning of the day was so smoking hot, full sun exposure. And as the day went on, it got a bit overcast. What is that thing doing not moving to the left?
It's the gravel. It has to have been the gravel. Yeah, that's hazard there, 2 feet from inbounds. Luckily, I have a good angle.
I loved Levi's shot, and I played with Simon Feasy. I know Levi's got to look up to Simon. He threw the exact same shot that Simon threw. A flat tuku
On the road,
just
slide perfect. Yeah, it's the play.
no skip. Got it flat, and it just held up in the wind perfectly. Such a great controlled shot.
That was a huge shot from Robert.
Right, and how far, he's not super close to the basket. A lot of work for birdie.
It's not really, though. These guys are like 70 feet away.
Yeah.
He's less. Goose is probably 45. I think that Robert's maybe 60, 70. And they're both like super close. That's a guaranteed birdie almost. Look at this little road skip Kia. Cheeky little skip.
Levi is starting to heat up.
Yeah.
I wanted to see this sooner, but I'm stoked that it's here now.
Yep. Going MX1 in it extra wide.
Good angle, good speed control. Well played, sir.
Yeah, but another par, unfortunately. Just not getting the birds that are available that everybody else is picking up. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, Robert really using the wind.
Kind of cool little bid. That's a great angle. Greg got all the way in there. It's good stuff, Greg.
Showing us what he's working with.
Yeah, and at this point, it was 45 minutes maybe from when we walked up to that hole to when we just tapped out on this hole. And it is changed the entire momentum.
Did you call Phil?
Phil Delonay works for the PDGA now, actually.
That phone call's not going to work. He's not going to answer for you anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out somebody else to call.
The PDGA rating system is a valuable part of having an active membership. When you play in sanctioned leagues and tournaments, You get a rating that compares your performance to the rest of the field. This helps you understand your skill level and helps you see your improvement in the game. You also get a PDGA number when you first sign up. Your PDGA number timestamps when you sign up, locking in your place in disc golf history. So sign up today, and we'll see you out on the course.
If you want to know what a disc is going to feel like before you get it, you have to check out OTB Disc. The first thing I'm looking for when I grab a new disc is the feel of the disc. It's got to be confidence instilled. Virtually in your hand tells you what the disc is going to feel like, how heavy it's going to be. It's everything you want to know before it shows up to your house.
It's really, really helpful in not only finding a disc that looks beautiful, but is also exactly what you're looking for it to feel like. Of course, when you're dealing with OTB, you're going to get only the best.
Brought back by popular demand. Z-Lite plastic from Discraft. Disc that you already know and love, now available in lighter weights. This plastic is perfect for players with lower arm speeds as well as beginners. They can also be a great complement to the regular weight version of a disc that's already in your bag. Z-Lite. More distance with less effort.
All right. Back at it with a fairly technical par 4. Don't need much off the tee. Trying to get into this hallway, setting you up for a straight shot to this green that has OB left and OB behind it. So it's not a long shot that you're really looking for.
No, this wind is really going to make some guys stable up for this one. And I feel like staying in line with that tunnel was very tricky today.
Levi, too much hyzer angle on this one. It's cruising towards the out of bounds, but luckily the out of bounds kinks right where his disc landed, so he's inbounds by a couple feet.
Kind of lines up with that fence there.
It lines up with the left gap that we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
It's kind of the sneaky gap. If you go,
We might have seen it first round coverage.
I think we did. Yeah, Aaron threw it over there first round.
That might be a little more stymied. It is a very tight window. It's an option over there if you're pinched, but it's a tight window, low ceiling.
I like the mid-range play from Goose. Less fade at the end. Wind doesn't do as much to it. Fortunately, it too ends up a bit left.
Yeah, it was tricky to leave this one flat enough on that right side, pointing it wide enough.
Yeah, the penalty for missing right, like this might be doing, unless it picks up and moves, as does that guy's stool.
That was a well-played shot.
Yes,
Actually,
well played.
had to
Stool
get it
move.
out over there and be comfortable with it out over the out of bounds.
You did. Oh, whoa.
Third option.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Not a play for birdie, I really don't think. About 100, maybe 120 away now.
Yeah. Burridge probably hasn't been thinking about catching Goose for too long, but now Levi is in front of him.
Mm-hmm. And we got to talk about Braden.
A new battle has begun.
Chase card Braden is hot to trot as well.
You never want to lay down middle of a round or towards the end of it.
No,
Keep playing, keep birdieing.
you'd never want to throw your disc this high in the air with 40-mile-an-hour winds on a date. Yeah, but
Or do you?
maybe
You are a master of the wind right now in this hole.
a lack of options.
I like that you knew that was up there. On you for doing some homework.
Yeah, it was my only option, really. And standstill catches a little tree out the hand. The wizard, the putter wizard.
That was pure wizardry.
At it again. Seriously, just throw it to a tap-in from a weird spot.
5 now?
5 in a row, yep.
He's heating up.
Yeah, that's a good par from Goose in a weird spot. Same with Burridge. Both of those guys really didn't have a ton. Not lined up with that hallway and not with a hyzer available. It's just, it makes it a hard hold.
Yeah, just cleaned it up for the par. That's good. Levi trying to make it interesting.
Yeah.
At least giving us some good golf to watch here.
Yeah, Burridge 5 under in his last 9 holes as well. Let's take a quick check-in. I mentioned Braden earlier. What are you doing, Braden? Okay, he's 2 under, but he has moved up into a tie for 4th with me.
Yeah, I don't think he's setting a blazing pace.
No, he's really not.
Fellas are just falling off here.
I think Ezra Robinson was hanging on a bit,
Yeah.
but that road hole, it was the end of him. I said there was a 30-minute delay. Part of that was due to Big Germ. Part of it was due to Ezra.
Yeah. Those discs can get way left into no man's land.
Bro, there was discs everywhere. I don't even want to.
Chandler was shooting a little neg 3 too. That's worth mentioning.
Definitely, he plays great in the wind.
Yeah.
Being a strong putter like he is always helps.
Yeah, totally. Next par 5. Last par 5.
It is the last par.
Last par 5 on the
Plenty of
course.
half a stroke over par. And I like this play from Levi, just going layup, throwing over the OB right short of this road. Because again, it's 928. If you piece it up, shouldn't be a problem to get the birdie.
Totally.
I like it.
I don't think you have to go over this road. It's adding a little extra pressure, but the wind was nice for it today. But then where do you go from there?
Dude, I knew it. Straight out of the hand, I just threw it too far. I threw my layup too far. There's few things as frustrating in the game
Yeah.
as laying up improperly.
Yep. If you're going to choose to lay up, execution is of the utmost importance.
This has got to get some height. Gotta go.
There's curb on that side as well, I'm assuming.
Curb as well. Going to be out of bounds, taking it back on the other side.
Still got an opportunity for par, but this late in the game, Levi making a surge.
And this guy just putting on the 5 Bills clinic. He's thrown so far on this course so many times. That one well over 500 feet. Setting him up for an approach for eagle.
I mean, this kind of feels like some of the performance that like Corey Ellis put down last year when he was down here. Just like really putting on a clinic, putting on a show. And Gossage is just in total control of his game and of this tournament.
Yep. Yeah, well said. Good forehand around the corner for Levi. It's exactly what you want.
Looking to get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I played this shot. Yeah, round 1.
That's
out.
That's the play I like a lot. I wish you would have not trickled into the out of bounds, but that's how I was looking at this hole.
Mm-hmm.
Levi kind of threw into that pinch point with that forehand. He did it well, but that's where the OB is the tightest, right around that corner.
Exactly.
You guys are taking that pinch point out and hitting that fat bit of the fairway after that tree line.
Nuke from Aaron is wide.
That was not a layup.
No,
I mean, he
the
got
green.
so much distance off the tee.
Yep. He got onto the green round 1, and he's going to have a birdie putt from circle 2 because it is hazard there.
I want to know what things were like in the practice rounds with Goose. He obviously found a great strategy and was just dialing it in. What were the other gents thinking at that point?
I wonder.
Follow him? Do I make my own game plan?
Yeah. Tight ET approach from Levi. Going to be 6 straight birdies for him there. Harp approach for Robert, pretty good. I go MX1, also solid.
I mean, I remember last year in Waco, you were throwing amazing shots at the golf course that they had just put in.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, man, this guy is a genius. This might be the week. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, there's some times when it all clicks.
Yeah. This guy just figured out this course. His game suited it well, and he's put the hammer down.
Yeah, it is about getting some good practice rounds in, for sure. You feel confident. You know you had birdies to get in, and getting birdies on the back nine can help you stay patient through the front. If you have played that successfully, you have a good game plan there on the back nine. It keeps you from getting anxious if you start slow.
Yeah, this is a great course to be patient on.
Levi, 6 straight birdies. Not stopping anytime soon. He's got a good chance to continue here.
Yeah.
On hole 16. This one is tricky. Downwind, right to left, left to right. Plays better for the backhand, but he is playing the skip shot off the road.
That's a tricky one. There's some gravel there that might not give you the reaction that you're really looking for.
100%. Look at it.
Right there.
He skips in the gravel. Brilliantly done, though.
No bother.
That's 7 straight. He's on fire. All right, backhand, I feel like because the left to right is the proper shot, kind of slows it down, stalls it out a little
Good
bit.
angle.
Lands soft.
Lovely shot.
Like, Robert going to his soft justice.
He's not going to get a skip. Soft plastic.
No, he's going for the air. Look at that thing land. It just folds up. Mint stops. And we've seen Aaron with this zone OS the whole week, throwing it really good. He doesn't have to like soften it up and throw a touchy shot with it. He can really get into it, continue throwing hard shots.
The thing is, an extension of his mind and body. He is throwing that disc so well.
Indeed. Looking like a star frame with these guys. 3 paces out.
This has got to be that other hole, the last hole that played under par.
It is indeed. And it was only 0.14 strokes under par. Good. Which was the lowest score on any hole of the day.
It's got one of the fatter greens for a few of the holes that played under par.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, Braden eagled that last hole. Only player to do it, worth mentioning as well. So that does get him a little closer, as we were talking about him.
A little closer to Robert, not Levi. He's killing it.
Now, Levi's going to be hard to catch, as is Goose. Goose is so far that his dust has settled. Headed into 17.
A tricky little par 4. Definitely a placement shot off the tee. Kind of a, what is it, a river playing through. The road is playing as a river. Gotta stay left of that Mando. And super fast fairway grass with that OB on the left side of the fairway.
It is, yeah. This is a lot of hyzer, too, from
He knows it.
It's a sandy spot. Definitely could have dug. Didn't. That's going to be about 370, 380 away from the green.
Once you get on the top of that little hill there in the fairway, it seems like they do tend to skip out. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it.
Closer than you want to be, bud.
Go ahead, say it.
What?
Reblend D2.
It was. That's my baby. You guys already know. Broken record out here in the wind, doing the work. That's a felon right there.
Oh, he hit a nice spot
Burridge.
there.
Yep, nice and soft. It's also a fairway driver, and by the time it's landing, it's got spin.
Yeah.
It's a great way to play it. So is this. Really wide, really high. Raptor from Aaron.
Oh. Wow. Just digs.
Yep.
No skip. Center cut. Attacking the green.
Was that you right beside me? I saw.
Oh, I don't think I made it out that far.
Okay. Simon Feasy was standing there.
I think Perkins was in front of you. I stopped and watched him play 18.
Reblend D2. I was 2 feet in, though I shot 2 feet out this time. It's going to be a bogey putt from about 40. Same felon. Mark it, pick it up, throw it again.
Well wide.
Solid work.
A little bit of work to do still, but
Yes,
keeping it in bounds is of the utmost importance here.
that 755 with the headwind right to left, probably playing more like 850. It's a big hole. This is a huge forehand. Goose has been doing it all week with that nuke a lot of times. Put himself in C1. Levi trying to get up and down after the OB drive. His forehand has developed so much since we were here last that did not exist in 2024. Coming back for 25 season, he's just leaps and bounds with that forehand. Become a true two-way player, adding to his putter throwing prowess. He's really a complete golfer.
Very complete. Can't wait till he gets out of uni and maybe gives it a go. Puts a little tour together.
That was to keep that back nine clean Unfortunate bogey there. I'll be taking a bogey as well.
Good stroke from Burridge.
He's really putting it together on this back nine. 6 of his last 9. Impressive stuff, man. Setting up for a great season for that guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. I know we're all stoked about Aaron and his putt, but I think a lot of these guys are gonna have a great season due to this early start. Getting their game feeling good. I know things are not gonna be the same when you get back to the States. It's cold everywhere, but gotta feel good, loosening up here.
That's right. Just one more to go. Hole 18. Cool little hole right here. You're throwing to the mouth of this double Mando. And then after that, you've got a low ceiling approach. It's only 509, but they really make you play 2 shots.
Yeah, I like it. And, hole 1 kind of sets up the tone for the course, and this finishes it. You've got to play some golf here if you want the birdie.
Yep. Playing over par as well. Like we said, most of the holes, 15 of the 18.
Oh, yeah.
Playing over par in this wind with the out of bounds. Robert throwing that felon again. Look at that. A little bit short. Good, but still good.
Yeah, I think he can access something with the forehand probably.
Yeah, the closer you get to that OB line, the straighter that approach down the double Mando is.
Quickest to flat.
Yeah, it was probably just a little bit of adrenaline. He's coming down the stretch. He's about to win an event.
I was actually standing about right there.
Oh, I see you.
I could not believe a disc came flying through there.
Yeah, Levi threw this disc so well today. The Tata ET, stable 10 speed.
Yeah.
And if you're by that drop zone spot, you have a really good look down fairway.
Yeah, I think Aaron almost, obviously this thing's over, but he got bailed out. If this was an earlier round, he gets bailed out with the drop zone, For sure. That's an easier shot than to look at par.
Yep.
Whereas if he was taking it from where he went out of bounds right there,
It'd be in pitch, yeah.
yeah, right, taking a 5, instant bogey.
So we all landed pretty close to each other. You see that? Trying to go low A3.
Ground play, just a bit short to really get the quality ground play. I think they mowed that circle out there.
Yeah.
Circle 1.
Yeah, it's just important to keep that on hyzer, especially in a downwind situation like that. You'll get the hover if it's spinning properly and it's nose up.
Yeah, great top boost shot from Levi.
It was perfect to finish off his tournament with another putter shot under the basket.
8 birdies, 1 bogeyed on the back 9.
And precisely what I was talking about, demonstrated perfectly by Robert Burridge. You're spinning it, you got that nose up, and it's a little hyzer. Not Goose's best work, but
Yeah, he can lay that putt up 6 times and he'll be fine.
trying to make this one my last putt in New Zealand.
Don't say stuff like that. Makes me sad.
Oh,
That makes me so happy. 30 to leave New Zealand on.
not a bad way to finish it. Disappointing day, but incredible experience.
Incredible experience. Place that I will try to make it back to every year.
Yeah, the friends that we've met, it's hard to leave them.
Yeah. Be so far away all year.
Yeah,
Great tournament for Robert.
again, just an incredible tour down under for Robert.
Levi finishing off the final round with a birdie and just showing us what he's truly capable of.
Get that. That's what we wanted to see from him. Really didn't pop off the entire time we were down here, but Levi Stout's somebody to watch.
Absolutely.
That man right there with his new putt
Done, son.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what Goose does with this season. Look at this trophy right here, man.
Lovely. The beautiful puppy there at the end of it. Wow, that's a beautiful trophy.
Yeah, he gets a Ponamu necklace as well.
All right, I'm joined by our MPO champion here at the 47th New Zealand National Championships in Aaron Gossage. What a performance you put on here during the week. We saw a course record put in under yesterday at Bottle Lake. You led from wire to wire here in Christchurch, and a great A-tier win to start your season here in 2025. Aaron, we've just walked off the 18th green. Talk us through how you feel having captured this illustrious title.
Honestly, it's just a super great feeling. I've been working hard out here, having a great time in New Zealand, and I'm glad to finally have everything pay off, put the putting together and put together 4 solid rounds. So today I came out swinging as 5 through 5, and I knew it was going to be a good round. Just, not the best conditions, and I was hitting my fairways. So really happy with that. And like I said, 4 good rounds, I'll take that.
Earlier in the week, we saw some activity on social media about your tournaments thus far, and we noticed early on in this particular tournament that the putting has really become a strength of yours. Ezra Robinson himself commented that we are in big trouble now that Gossage has got his putter sorted. What did that mean to you to have such a great performance around the greens here this week in Christchurch as you go into another big season back home in North America?
Honestly, that was the biggest goal out here, is just get the putt working. I put a ton of work in the last 4 weeks, just every day hammering it out on putting green, and it felt so good to actually put it together in competition. So the 2-3 days been really solid. Today, a touch shaky, but I was just trying not to make any big mistakes out there, and took home the victory. So
what is 4 events in 5 weeks we've had here on the Tour Down Under in New Zealand, and a great way to start your year by warming up here in New Zealand, but also having some fun and thrill in each corner of New Zealand. As you head home to the US in just a couple of days' time, what are the memories that you'll think of the most as you return back to the US?
Honestly, the disc golf is even just kind of like a side note. All the other memories we had out here, so many great people, so many great experiences that we've gone through. It was truly just an amazing trip. So super fortunate to have the opportunity to do this, and would love to do it again. So overall, it's just been amazing. We've made so many friends, both locals and players on tour. So it's a great experience, and can't wait to get into the actual disc golf season back home in the United States.
Well, we look forward in years to come to welcoming you back to our shores here in New Zealand, and you will be doing so as a defending national champion. Aaron Gossage, congratulations on this incredible A-tier win to cap off your Tour Down Under season, and we look forward to seeing you not only this year on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, but in years to come, I hope, here on the Tour Down Under.
Yeah, thanks so much, and thank you for making everything happen out here. Honestly, you put so much work in. The Tour Down Under guys have really been knocking themselves out. So everything you do, we really appreciate it. We couldn't have done this without you. So thanks so much.
Our pleasure. Thanks so much. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful interview there from Henry Pearson, and I couldn't have said it better. Aaron Gossage, the disc golf was the side note here in New Zealand.
I think he's right.
The experiences, the people, the community, it's a truly unbelievable time, and you guys have to come try it out.
Well said. Well said.
Looking back at that full leaderboard, Braden Sides jumping up there into 4th place in the 5th, 6th, 7th. You see it right there all the way down. Aaron Gossage is the story. 40, 10 per Aaron the Clinic.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Happy to see Levi show up here on the final round. But Goose just, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
Some folks. You're going to be thinking about that on the flight home.
Yeah, as this coverage ends, so do our duties here in New Zealand, Paul.
Yeah. Glad to see you guys go.
You changed your flight around so you could stay a little bit. I don't know who's smarter. Probably you.
Hey, we got some stones unturned down here. So,
yeah. Enjoy your experiences, man. We'll see you back in the United States. And you guys, thank you for joining us on this tournament brought to you guys by Go Throw. It was the 47th annual New Zealand National Championships brought to you guys by RPM Discs. Your champion, Aaron Gossage, crowned today. He earned it too, man. What a round. What a tournament.
And I'm glad he did a shoey.
For Go Throws, Tall Paul Oman, I'm Luke Humphries. We'll see you guys next time.